If you have been struggling to get sales from your design work or understanding what you really need to do to make money, I have the workshop for you. On September 23rd, I'm hosting my first ever Profitable Designer Workshop. This 1-day, 3-hour workshop is only $97, but I have a discount for all my podcast listeners. Go to carinagardnercourses.com/profit and put in the code podcast for $50 off. I can't wait to see you more profitable. Welcome to the Make and Design Podcast. I'm your host, Carina Gardner. On this podcast, we're unraveling the everyday joys and dilemmas of design, making, and business. For makers who want to be designers and for designers who are makers, this is your inside scoop to help you grow your business and bring more creativity to your life. Hey there, today I want to talk about what surface pattern design looks like in 2022. So it is an interesting landscape we are dealing with here. I think that we're seeing more and more different styles, which is wonderful, especially when you go on Instagram or Facebook and you're seeing what people are producing. I actually think there are more varied styles and there are more things to cater to more types of people than there ever has before, and I actually think this is a really good thing. So what I'm seeing is I am seeing lots and lots of florals, but we've always seen that, but I'm also seeing actually a ton of iconic things where people are drawing people or spaces, and so you kind of get a sense that that there's just so many different ways to view surface pattern design right now. So if you're a new designer or you're a designer looking to get into design, I actually think there is more space for more styles. And I think you can bring your special style to it. And I think it's going to really work out nicely for you. Now, what else am I seeing, you guys? I am still seeing so many designers going after contracts. That is the main thing they want. It's the only thing they understand. Those of you who are here with me, you've either been in a design boot camp with me, or maybe you are in Design Suite with me, or maybe you've just been listening to this podcast. So you know that I've talked about there are like long-term and short-term strategies. There's digital, there's contracts, there are lots of ways. There's freelance. There are lots of ways to make money as a designer. And I am surprised that we're still, I shouldn't be surprised because it's been like this for years. I am so surprised when I just got on someone's feed today. It was like when they like recommend a feed. I looked at it and I could tell based on just the things this designer was saying and how they were posting, the only thing that they were looking for was a contract. And it was really clear to me that they were not doing well. Like they were doing a lot of design work, but they were utilizing zero strategy. They were just hoping to be discovered. Now, if you have been with me for any amount of time, you know that just being discovered just doesn't, it rarely happens. It's like the 0.001 that some fabric manufacturer, someone's going to come to you and say, oh my gosh, I love your design work. Can we produce your stuff? Guys, it doesn't happen. And then I think the second tier strategy to that a lot of designers do, which is reaching out by email to creative directors, hoping that they will pick up their stuff. And you guys, hope is not a strategy. So I've just been surprised that in 2022, we're still seeing this. And I actually don't know if it will go away. I think that people don't realize that there are lots of ways to make money as designers and not the ways that everyone sees, like just being a fabric designer or just being an SVG designer in a really big shop or getting a contract and doing some beautiful book illustrations. There are just so many ways to make money, and most of them are not as sexy, and they definitely are not as, like pow in your face. And what I see is that these designers, they don't last that long. It becomes a hobby and they get a full-time job doing something else. So if this is you, if you are someone who is just hoping for a contract and you're just posting on your Instagram feed all of your images, and maybe you think you are utilizing strategy, that you've reached out, I am telling you that there are multiple more steps that you should be taking in order to become a designer, and one that actually gets paid doing it. Okay, in terms of trends, you guys, I have been seeing, there was the year of the cactus, there was the year of the unicorn, the year of the rainbows. I guess the year of the rainbow and the unicorn kind of happened all at the same time. In terms of trends, I am seeing a lot of citrus. So lemons, oranges, limes. That's what I've been seeing so far. At the time of recording, this is about May, and I just feel like I'm seeing a lot of citrus out there. So, not that you should jump on a trend, but lots of citrus, you guys. If anything, I would say like maybe steer clear from it and go after some other things. I have not seen anything else in my mind that has been like, this is a trend, right? I haven't seen anything like crazy. I do think the use of darker background fabrics still very popular, and I think will continue to be popular just because I think they're very, very beautiful. I think this whole idea of the low volume thing, where it's like light colored fabrics, I think that will continue on, but it's not as popular as people think it is. Like if you go on Instagram and you go look at trends, like if you're going to look at quilts, how many of them end up being low volume, you guys? Not as many as you think. And so I think it's like a trendy thing that's been around for 2 or 3 years or maybe even longer where people are excited about low volume. But how many quilts are you making low volume compared to like your regular quilts? Right? So I think it's more just like it's the wordage. I think that there are enough people talking about it. But in terms of actually designing for low volume, I'm not doing it. I just don't think there's enough of a market out there for that. So those are some of the things I'm seeing. I hope that you found it really interesting. I'm always kind of keeping an eye on things. People usually ask me like the Pantone color of the year, is that like what you're looking or seeing? And I'm just like, no. I love the Pantone color of the year. It's super fun, but rarely am I seeing like the design work coming out now. Like, I mean, for example, my line comes out in November. It's called Ciao Bella, and it is coming out in November of 2022. I designed that line in October. I finished that line in October of 2021. So we're like so far behind what designers have already designed. Like right now, I'm designing my 2023 line. So because of that, you need to really be thinking about the fact that like most design work is happening so far in advance that the trends you're seeing now, if you start jumping on it, you're actually a little bit behind. So hopefully that helps you out. And I just think it's fun to kind of take a look and see what trends are happening right now. So that's your 2022 report as of May of this year. Hey, did you know that you can visit me at makeanddesign.com to learn more about this podcast and join my VIP group for weekly freebies? I can't wait to see you there.